Hello children and welcome to lecture 3 of lesson 1 English Reader. Today we'll be doing the notebook exercises, that means your class work, copy work, and any time during this video if you need more time on a particular page, you need to press the pause button, complete the notebook work from that page and then press the play button to move forward. Let's get the first page. You need to write on the first line on top the lesson number 1 and the title, that is just in case. Then you need to start writing the hard words which have to be written twice, that means 2 times. Let me read out these 12 words for you. Listen properly and try to pronounce them as well. Number 1, participate. Number 2, pities. Number 3, concert. Number 4, rattled. Number 5, boards, which means boarding a bus or a train. Number 6, swaying. Number 7, costumes. Number 8, travelers. Number 9, continuously. Number 10, audience. Number 11, curtains. Number 12, gathered. Then we start writing the word meanings one by one. Let me read them out to you. Word number 1, concert, which means an event or a show. Number 2 is getting rattled, that means feeling nervous. Word number 3 is dizzy, that means stressed. Number 4 is swaying. I already explained that means moving from side to side. Number 5 is the word windy, which means having strong winds. On number 6 is the word breezy, that means having gentle winds. Number 7, the word is audience, that means people who come to watch shows. Start with the exercises. The first one is complete these sentences. Number 1, people pitied Tiku's parents because Tiku made them feel tired by repeating his questions. Number 2, Tiku thought that his teacher would give his role to another student if they don't reach the concert hall in time. Number 3, Tiku wanted to check his bag to make sure that he had taken everything required. Number 4, when they heard that Tiku wanted to practice for his role, the boys laughed and made fun of him. Number 5, Alok was having fun with his friends although he had got a major role in the play. Number 6, we know that Alok was very clever because he wittily saved the play when Tiku fell on the stage. Wittily is when somebody uses his mind, uses his presence of mind. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise, that is question answers. Question number B. Read the lines and answer the questions that follow. The first context from the lesson is Tiku, we did that once before we left home and once after we reached the bus stop. Based on this context, the first question is question number A. Who says these words? The answer is Tiku's father says these words. Question number B. What did they do once before? The answer is they had checked Tiku's bag once before? And question number C. Who wants them to do it again? Well, you know the answer. It is Tiku wants them to do it again. Second context is looks as if there's a storm coming up. Thank God that no one was standing under the tree when it fell. Well, I guess you already know who spoke these words. It was Alok. Let us see the questions that are based on this context. Question number A. Why did Alok say these words? Answer is Alok said these words as Tiku, who was acting as a tree, fell on the stage during the play. Question number B. What would have happened if someone was standing under the tree? Well, we know it is a play, but still, this is the answer. Anyone standing under the tree might have got hurt when it fell. Question number C. Was the tree supposed to fall? The answer is no, the tree, that is Tiku, was not supposed to fall. Question number D. Why did the audience clap louder? The answer should be the audience clapped louder as they enjoyed the play as well as the twist at the end. With this, the question answers are done. Now we move on to the vocabulary section, which has idioms. Now children, what are idioms? Idioms are used usually in the native languages. That means the mother tongue, in which you use some expression wherein the words mean something else. The group of words mean something else. Like just in case. Just in case means that one needs to be prepared if something goes wrong. Now, there are other idioms which are given and we need to work on them in this exercise. Read the idiom, its meaning that is already given, and use it in a sentence of your own. The first idiom is cross your fingers, which means wish for good luck by keeping your fingers crossed. We can make a sentence on this like, Sam crossed his fingers while watching the match. Maybe he wanted his side of the team to win, so he sat with crossed fingers. That means he was wishing for luck. Let's move on to the second idiom. Get cold feet, which means get nervous at the last moment before doing something. We can make a sentence as, Roma always gets cold feet before she goes onto the stage. Idiom number 3. I'm all ears. This does not mean that I am full of ears all over my face. This means paying total attention without being distracted. Getting distracted is losing focus. Okay? Paying attention to things around. So this is being attentive without being distracted with something else. We can give a short sentence here. Keep talking. I'm all ears. That means you can keep speaking. I am attentive towards you. Idiom number 4. See eye to eye, which means agreeing with something or someone totally. The sentence which can be made here is, my father and I see eye to eye on most of the things. Idiom number 5. Having a change of heart, which means changing one's mind about something. The sentence can be, the cruel king had a change of heart after meeting the young boy. Now let's come to the grammar portion, which has sentences. There are groups of words given in incorrect order. We need to rearrange them and put them in correct order to make sense. Group number 1. Playing, the children are in the garden. The answer is the children are playing in the garden. Group number 2. School might reopen will tomorrow. The answer is my school will reopen tomorrow. 3. Raining, is it heavily now? The answer should be it is raining heavily now. Group of words number 4. Mother, my a mobile phone has. The answer is my mother has a mobile phone. Group of words number 5. Are children the eating? Well, you can write it as the children are eating. You may also write it as a question. Are the children eating? But then you need to follow it up with a question mark. It's up to you. Now, question number B of the kinds of sentences. Now, before we start doing this exercise, you need to understand there are 4 kinds of sentences. The first kind is those sentences that state a fact, that gives you simple information. The second kind is some sentences which ask a question. The third kind is those that express a request or order or an advice. The fourth category is those sentences that express sudden or strong feelings. Now, let us read these sentences and identify what is their kind. Sentence number 1. This is a party hall. Well, this gives us simple information. So, the answer would be, this sentence states a fact. Sentence number 2. Please remove your footwear before entering the computer room. Well, this sentence expresses a request. Number 3. What is the last date of registration? This certainly is asking a question. So the answer is, this sentence asks a question. Number 4. Wow, that's a pretty dress. This sentence expresses sudden feeling. Sentence number 5. At what time does the Rajdhani Express arrive? Again, we are asking something. So the answer is, this sentence asks a question. Number 6. My mother bakes delicious cakes. The answer is, this sentence states a fact. Now, we are done with the exercises. There's a short homework that I'd like all of you to do. You need to list in your classwork copy any 2 things in the form of sentences that you can do well. For example, I can sing well. I can dance well. I can play football. I can act well. I can speak English fluently. So these are a few examples I gave. It is up to you which 2 things you'd like to list. So we are done with the lecture. Thank you.